So today is my last day living at home. And, all throughout today, it's just had this weird feeling in my mind. I've lived in this house, in this room, subtracting the time I spent at school for now, what has it been, like 8 years? So it's kind of crazy, like it's a big change. I'm moving to a whole new state. I don't know anybody. I've never even seen my apartment yet. I don't know anything about the state of Texas or the city of Austin. So it's just such a crazy, surreal feeling thinking about the fact that, big changes come at you and some of them come when you least expect it. You can't really be prepared for some of the stuff that comes at you at life, and you kind of have to just take it. You have to do and overcome whatever it might be. You have to realize that, you got to do what you have to do. Got to enjoy the moments that you have, kind of can't take anything for granted. All the time I've spent here at this house has been awesome. Living with my mom, it's been nice, it's great. I love my mom a lot. It's going to be weird. I've spent all my time being around her, living around her. It's always been me and her. So now leaving, it's going to be weird kind of having that self-dependency, thinking about what do I want to eat? What do I want to do? Coming home and there's, nobody to talk to or interact with is going to be an interesting feeling and something that probably scares me more than anything about this change, because everything else, I've been good, going to school, you adapt to a new location, you adapt to a new field, starting my first job. Now, transferring to a new state and a new job, not that scary. Transferring into an environment where I don't have someone in my immediate vicinity, that's something new. Even when I was in college, I lived 2 hours away from home by car. I could get home whenever I wanted to. Now, it's got to buy a flight, you got to do that, you have to drive out to the airport, it's a whole hassle, it's a whole nother thing. So that's one thing that is scary, not having any nearby. Obviously, I'm going to make friends, going to meet people out there, put myself out, but that first couple of weeks is going to be interesting because at school, you come home, living in a frat house, you come home, you can talk to your friends, go hang out with my girlfriend, go to work, whatever it might be, or, just chill in my living room and talk to my roommates, whatever it might be. Now, I come home, it's like just me. It's kind of silence. You're by yourself, you fill your time with what you want to do and what you value the most. And it'll depend on, and it'll show what the values are. It'll show me, what do I value most? What do I want to spend my time doing? What do I value in that sense? So that'll be a very interesting thing to see. Something that it's hard to prepare for. I can't say that I am prepared for that feeling because it's going to be something so unique, something I've never experienced before, but I think I'll be fine. It's just, I don't even know how to put this into words, this feeling. It's like the feeling of uncertainty. Most things in life aren't certain, and that's a truth. There's things that you can predict with high probability, but nothing really is certain. It's like that saying, the only thing in life guaranteed is life, death, and taxes. So that's part of the thing that's hitting me. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to like this state. I don't know if I'll like my job. I don't know if I will like my apartment. I don't know if I'll meet people. There's so many unknown variables that it feels weird and it's hard to prepare for, because what can you do to best situate yourself for that situation? There isn't much you can do. You gotta just believe in yourself and have confidence that you will meet people, that everything will work out, because otherwise you're gonna be living in doubt and concern and stuff like that. But I think that, I'll be okay. I'll be able to understand and find my way, find my path once I move out there. But the real reason I want to make this video is because I'm curious how I'm doing a year from now. So today is April 15th, 2026. I plan on scheduling this video to come out April 15th, 2027, because it'll be interesting. It'll be basically a year into living in Texas, and then I want to see how I'm doing. Is it everything that I dreamed of? Is it everything that I expected? Did I make friends? Did I join these organizations? How is it going? Because it can determine how the rest of my life works out. And that's a crazy part. Some small actions that you think are small actually have such a large impact on who you are as a person and who you are planning to become, or who your path is set to make you become. So I'm really curious how I turn out a year from now. Right now, future Andreas and all those who are watching, my room is pretty empty. You know, I have most of my stuff packed in my car. I took down the whiteboard that I have here. No more books over there. All my like memoir and things that I plan on decorating and, you know, having for myself and the house are all pretty much packed up. It's just so weird, you know, especially today. Today is the day that feels the most weird because, like, all up until before today, it's like, okay, you know, you're leaving soon. Now it's like, you know, I wake up tomorrow morning and it's like, that's it. That's it. I remember when we moved here, when after my freshman year of high school, and I was at my old house, and, you know, that last day of sleeping in my room just felt so weird. Because, like, you know, the room is empty. Only thing left there was like a mattress and maybe like a box or two. And then it was weird. It was like, you know, I had spent so much time and developed as a person in that place. The same feeling is happening now. You know, I've spent all of high school, all of my college time here, a lot of stuff. My first business, my first two businesses were started here. You know, it has a lot of value. And then the thoughts that I potentially could never live in this room again, it's so, I don't know, it's such an odd feeling because what can you can't, there's nothing you could do about it. You know, it's just natural progression, moving on in life and developing as a human, that it's just an unknown feeling. It's like uncharted waters, unexplored territory. It's like, there's nothing that's like this. You can't really prepare for this feeling or this event because you just have to go through it. And it just feels weird. And tell me if you feel the same way or not. But it is just this inexplicable feeling of uncertainty and, you know, sentimental value and valuing the time that I spent here, grew up here, everything I've learned here, the people I've met, and then preparing mentally for the journey ahead, the process, the growth. Who am I going to become? Am I going to, you know, continue my gym routine? How is that going to work? Who am I going to meet? Who are my friends going to be out there? How am I going to put myself out there and explore? You know, all these questions that I have in my head. It's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. And I think that's the main thing that's stuck in my mind. You know, it's going to be also hard, you know, leaving my mom, you know, only child, single parent. It's going to be weird. I know for me, I know for her, leaving my girlfriend. She lives out here doing a long distance relationship for who knows how long. That'll be weird. Just all these different feelings and, you know, people, things that you're so accustomed to, and then just throwing them out the window. Not throwing them out the window, but you get the point, because it's just not as available. Like, usually, it used to be, just pulled up to the house. So it used to be that, you know, if I want to hang out with my girlfriend, I shoot her text message, drive over to the house, and be there in 10 minutes. Now it's like, you know, you got to plan a month in advance to fly out back home, or she flies out to visit me. It's going to be a really interesting feeling. Really curious how my everything works out, but I hope you're doing well, Andreas. I mean, I hope you made your friends. I hope you joined that run club that you followed on Instagram. I hope, you know, you're on pace to promotion or whatever it might be. I hope you're doing good because, you know, right now, a little scared, uncertain. So I hope everything works out.